I am currently literally wedged between two obese people on my flight, tweeted Sydney Watson, an Australian American doctor and right wing YouTube commentator, on October 3rd. She was flying from New York to Dallas. Oh my god, imagine being wedged between two fat people on a flight. Insane. Anyways, gentlemen, welcome back. And I'm just glad to have you here again as we continue to spread our message on YouTube. Do me a huge favor on your way in, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hit the notification bell, and you'll be informed every time a new video of mine pops up. Anyways, for those short on time, Dr. Sydney Watson took a flight recently and was literally wedged between two obese people. After this uncomfortable situation, she sought compensation and got it, but now the world views her as fat-phobic. People tried to shame her online, but she stayed strong and fought back. She's a smart woman, and according to Hidan, she has quite a big following on YouTube, which frankly I was unaware of. So, you know, if you have time and you haven't checked out her content, Hidan approved, so it's definitely Fiend Gang approved. Go check that out when you have a second. Now, let's get back into reading the article. Gotta drop the Witcher for a second. I know it's looking groovy, and thank you for letting me know that you guys wanted to see this again. COD just wasn't working. Anyways. The topic, again, American Airlines compensates flyer wedged between two obese people. A woman flying with American Airlines wrote a thread on Twitter complaining about being squeezed between two obese people on a flight, and that she has been compensated. I'm currently literally wedged between two obese people on my flight, tweeted Sydney Watson, an Australian-American doctor and right-wing YouTube commentator, on October 3rd. She was flying from New York to Dallas. This is absolutely not acceptable or okay. If fat people want to be fat, fine. But it is something else entirely when I'm stuck between you with your arm rolls on my body for 3 hours. And you can see this even though it's kind of small, but her sweater and the person, and then she took it of the other person beside her. That's just so freaking uncomfortable. I am so sorry that she had to go through that. You never know who exactly you're going to be sitting beside when you're taking a plane flight, and this is the complete opposite of the video that I did before, which was on an obese woman complaining that she wants airlines to do more for her and people that weigh quite a bit. So, oh, look at the double standards coming around. She was compensated, Sydney Watson was compensated, but this other flyer was not. Oh, you love to see it, guys. You love to see it. Let's get back into the article. In her thread, the flyer said she didn't care if she was being mean and that her body was being touched against her wishes, and that she could not even put the armrest down. I'm sick of acting like fatness to this extent is normal. Let me assure you, it is not. It absolutely is not. If you need a seatbelt extender, you are too fat to be on a plane. Buy 2 seats or don't fly. Or better yet, get into a different class where the seats are larger. In the previous video, the woman was suggesting that airplanes make the seats bigger in every class. You know, certain planes are just smaller than other planes, but that's way too much to accompany people that, you know, could simply buy, most likely, more comfortable seats. In one of the tweets, Watson tagged American Airlines, saying, "We need to talk." The carrier replied by saying their passengers come in all different shapes and sizes, and that they were sorry the doctor was uncomfortable on her flight. Yeah, typical PR marketing BS. Just gotta be up and with the woke and with the times to not offend anybody. Either way, the thread was met with criticism and uproar, with people asking why Watson did not simply pay for a different flight class or opt for an aisle or window seat if she desired more relaxed seating. Yeah, I don't think, idiots, that she was expecting to sit in between two people that were obese. They just completely miss the whole topic of this. It just completely flies over their freaking head. You never know who you're going to sit with in general classing, and that's the problem. Should we start picking out a weight scale? Like, you have to type in what your current weight is when you decide to book airplane tickets? I don't know what you guys think. Seriously, if you don't want to be treated like a sardine, you have to pay for that, wrote Australian Gamer. That's been a factor of airplane flight for decades at least. Yeah, well, most of my times on planes have been rather comfortable. It's when these people make it uncomfortable. And again, they're just like completely going over what the actual issue here, and it's obesity surrounding a person who is a healthy weight. She's a doctor. I think she should understand when an obese person seems obese. Just looking through these tweets, it's just sad, man. Yes. Know how to solve the problem, Doc? Buy first class. Why don't they? Hello? Being trapped in a seat you hate is part of flying economy, as is people not wearing socks, making calls without headphones, and really, you don't like it, don't fly, coach. Yeah, okay. Really wish I had time to go into the video there, but don't think we do. Again, like I said at the start of this video, Dr. Sydney Watson, I'm sure if you just YouTube Sydney Watson, you can find her YouTube channel. She's Fiend Gang approved, but apparently likes her content, so you know, definitely have a full watch to get the full scoop on this, as this is her account of the incident. Watson went on to post a video on October 15th in which she said she was literally squished for 3.5 hours and had only continued to tweet about her own ordeal on the flight because her followers were finding it funny. Oh man. Watson says she's received tons of emails, messages, and tweets from people calling her fat phobic, which she found funny. Yeah, I'm glad she's not taking offense to this. Definitely has a good head on her shoulders. Because she's not. She's just calling it for what it is. The fact that this is considered fat shaming, or the fact that this is considered offensive and inappropriate, really speaks to how regressive we are as a society. Yes, it does. Holy moly. I didn't consent to being touched for hours on end. I didn't consent to having no personal space, to being sweated on. Disgusting. Man, I don't know how she did it. I mean, you have to stay with where you are, and you have to stay in where you are. But disgusting. I'm gonna wrap this one up with the cherry on top of the cake here. The YouTuber ended the video saying she was not sorry for what she said and that she was glad the situation made some people laugh. Watson has made content against fat acceptance, woke culture, feminism, and transgender people in the past. On Monday, the disgruntled flyer received an email from American Airlines, who saw the correspondence on Twitter. Their representative offered Watson a US $150 trip credit coupon. So that sounds about... I don't think that would cover the entirety of the flight, but probably covered at least half of it. I don't know. Internal, domestic flights. Sounds about right for the amount, but not completely. Either way, unlike the other woman, she got some stuff back from them, and good for her for not stepping down. Really shows her character, and, you know, my hat's off to her. Never give in to the mob. Never ever give in to the mob. Either way. The lesson here is that no matter how uncomfortable, always stand up for yourself, even if it risks offending people. This was a disgusting situation, and it's regrettable she had to go through this. As we saw in my previous video, airlines don't do much for overweight flyers, and even they don't know who they're sitting beside, really, but perhaps we should be asking somebody's weight if flying in general classing. What do you think, fiends? I'll leave you with that one. As always, it's a pleasure presenting my findings to you today, and if you like my content, help spread it throughout YouTube by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Turn on the notification bells, I'll have new findings for you every single day. Do comment down below the video with your thoughts on this creator and any thoughts of mine that resonate with you, or any topics of discussion in regards to this video. Don't forget to visit Don's channel and Taylor's channel today, and yeah. Until tomorrow, thank you for watching, and always do your due diligence.